Good morning from a very foggy morning at Disney's California Adventures. Here at rope drop, meaning the park is not opened yet, so we are in line to get into the park. Then we're going to get to the area we want to go to, which I think is going to be Cars Land, and head there. So yes, we have decided that our goal for the morning is Radiator Springs Racers, because that ride either has a super long wait throughout the day, or it's the individual lightning lane, which is $22 per person. So we're going to try and rope drop it. We might wait a little bit longer for it, but who cares? It'll be worth it. That's a great ride. This is what rope drop looks like. So everybody gets into the park, you get to an area, and they put you on hold until the park opens at exactly 8 o'clock, and they literally drop a rope and let you in. So we are here with the masses who are probably all going to Cars Land as well. Hopefully not. Hopefully there's somebody wanting to go ride Incredicoaster or Guardians of the Galaxy, because we have a lightning lane for that, or the Wheel of Death. So hopefully all of this 1,000 people are not going to Radiator Springs Racers. We'll find out. I keep thinking we're moving and it's everyone just taking a step forward and then they stop, and then they take a step forward and they stop. I'm like, are we moving yet? Not yet. So yeah, unfortunately, hardly anyone turned left to go to Guardians of the Galaxy. Everybody is going to Radiator Springs Racers, and we are going as fast as we possibly can. This is actually quite fun. I don't know how long the line's gonna end up being, but this is fun. We caved. We're paying the $22. Because already they said they're estimating an hour and 20-minute wait time. Oh no, Luigi's is not open. Okay, Tomater. So we were able to get our lightning lane for 8:30. So we're gonna ride Tomater and then wander back in, and hopefully they've got that line under control to where we can get into the lightning lane line and ride Radiator Springs Racers. And then hopefully Luigi will be up by then. We can knock out all 3 of them. That ride's fun. It's just fun. I mean, you're slipping and sliding everywhere, and that's a lot more fun than you think it's gonna be. So good way to start the day. And it's the same ride track as Alien Swirling Saucers at Hollywood Studios. But I think I like the theming on this one better. And hearing Mater speak Spanish in the intro is just hilarious because it's so bad. Okay, so it is 8:20 now. By the time we make it back to Radiator Springs Racers, we'll be able to check into our lightning lane for that, and then we'll check on Luigi and see if it's open. So there's a 90-minute post-it wait right now, but $22 later, we have a lightning lane. That was so much fun. So from the time we walked into the line until we got into the car was 11 minutes. I will say that was $22 well spent. I mean, if you're coming with a big family and have to pay for, 4, 5, 6 people, that's a lot of money. But I'm just paying for me today, so gladly spend that $22. Well, Luigi's Rollicking Roadsters is closed right now because it is not just foggy, it's a little misty, and that is a trackless ride system, so it's got to be dry. So the cast member said that once the sun comes out, dries the road off, it'll reopen, but that's okay because it's our time for our lightning lane for Guardians of the Galaxy Mission Breakout. So that's where we're heading now, and luckily, look, here we are, walking from Cars Land into Avengers Campus, which Avengers Campus is really cool. It has been over 5 years since I have been to Disneyland, Disney's California Adventure, and a lot has changed, especially in this area. The adrenaline is pumping now. Yes, that is so fun. I still don't know if I like the original Tower of Terror or the new Guardians of the Galaxy better, but both are awesome. I love the you don't know when you're gonna drop sequence, and there's a lot of ups and downs, so that was a lot of fun. I just love that ride. Oh, by the way, so when you're here during the Halloween season, if you ride at night, it's got a monster overlay. It's called Monsters After Dark. It's a completely different, the entrance is different, the pre-show is different, and the ride is different. So you can have 2 totally different experiences in the same day on that ride. Now, it is time for coffee. newbie coffee drinker, and I only drink cold brew or iced coffees. Why is there such a big variation in the flavor of coffee? Like, some coffee tastes so good, and some is bitter. This one is bitter, and I thought I had it figured out. I thought the nitros were the bitter ones, and so on the menu here, it had a cold brew and a nitro, so I ordered the regular. And then I got this, and I went and asked them, I was like, did you maybe accidentally give me the nitro? And they're like, no, nitro's got a foam on top. You got the regular cold brew. And we use the same coffee for both. So, I don't know. You coffee drinkers, tell me what the secret is, because this is nasty. I'm drinking it for the caffeine, but it's nasty.
What's going on, guys? Oh, me? Well, you know, just spider stuff. Okay, time to run some tests.
Spider-Man,
Oh, hey, Sharon.
shall we conduct an altitude test?
Yeah, guess I should do some work.
Always good to have the data.
On my way. This is awesome!
Looking good, Spider-Man.
Well, I have to work it out.
I meant the data.
Yeah, I knew that.
So that was cool. We were walking by and we saw all these people lined up. I'm like, what are you lined up for? And they said, Spider-Man's coming out. So we jumped in the line behind the children and saw the Spider-Man show. That was really, really, really neat. That flip that he did up top, dang. I mean, that was awesome. Okay, so now we are leaving Avengers campus, and our Incredicoaster is down right now, so we can't ride that. So we have a lightning lane for Soarin'. Most of the rides have really long wait times right now. Monsters Inc.'s at an hour, Web Slingers is 105. So it's not like we can just go jump on a whole bunch of rides right now. We're gonna really utilize that lightning lane system. But like the Zephyr's got 5 minutes, the Swings have 5 minutes, and Little Mermaid has 5 minutes. So those are good fillers. But Soarin's coming up pretty soon. So for anybody who's wondering who are these ladies with me on this trip, I'm gonna tell you. So we are here. This is my travel agent team. These are all the wonderful ladies that work with me. Minus one, Amy is not with us on this trip because she's a teacher and could not make it. But let me introduce you to the team while we're here at Disneyland.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm Sarah with an H. I'm Sarah with an A. I'm Lori.
So we are walking by Grizzly River Run on our way to Soarin', and that ride is so fun, but you have to be prepared to get wet. And it's a little chilly today, so it might not be the best idea. Look, there's Pluto just hanging out. Hi, Pluto. Hi, Pluto. I love that in these parks, like, you don't have hardcore, you're gonna meet this character at this time. Now some are, like this one probably is, but you have a lot of roaming characters. So that's really cool too. All right, it is time for our lightning lane for Soarin' around the world. That is such a great ride. I could literally ride Soarin' over and over and over. I never get tired of it. So great. Couple things. Just a tip that if you're riding, it doesn't matter if you're riding here or in Epcot, ask for section B. So there's A, B, and C. B is center. If you can get B1, that's the best, but anywhere in D is better because it's a round dome, and if you're in A or C, sometimes you'll get a little bit of a warping of some of the scenes. So always ask for B. And the only difference between Soarin' around the world in California and in Epcot is the ending. So here it ends at Disneyland, and in Epcot it ends in Epcot, but great ride. I love it. PhilharMagic is always a great show. So it's the same show here as it is at Magic Kingdom, but the theater is a little bit different. I just love that show. It's really great, like if it's a hot day and you need some air conditioning. Today we haven't needed that yet, but it's also a great filler. So we are in between lightning lanes, needed to kill a little bit of time. All the rides have pretty long waits, so that was perfect. Now, right next to it is the Disney Visa exclusive photo op, and you never know what characters are back there. But I do have a Disney visa, so we're gonna go meet a random character. Hopefully they're wearing something Halloween-y, that'd be cool. It was Stitch! So the cool thing about that is you never know what character you're gonna get, you just kind of roll with it. So we got Stitch this time. He's always a fun character to meet. Was cute. Basically dark ride, telling the Monsters Inc. story. Now we are going on the other side of the park because we have a lightning lane for Goofy's Sky School. Part of me wants to ride this and part of me is not real excited because it's the same track system as the Whirl and Hurl. It's not the Whirl and Hurl, it's the Whirl and Twirl from Animal Kingdom, which no longer exists. But we're gonna go ride Goofy's Sky School. Well, Goofy's Sky School went down literally as we were walking up to it. So we have wandered over into the Coco area because we heard live music. So we're trying to decide if we get something to eat in this area or do we go over to San Francisco and get food over there, but it's lunchtime. While the food does look really good over here, we just had Mexican food at Downtown Disney last night. Didn't record it, but we did have it. So we're gonna bypass Mexican food for today and we're gonna go to San Francisco and find something to eat for lunch. But what a fun area this is. And we're here right around Halloween time, so the I can't say it, Day of the Dead stuff is really cool. Okay, basically this area is a giant food court. There's tons of tables, but there's tons of people here because it's like 1 o'clock and everybody's wanting to eat lunch right now. So we have decided we have to find a table first and then secure food in that order because we have to have a place to sit to eat said food. Yes, table secured. So I had the world's tiniest lunch, but actually it was good because it's the same as you get in the adult portion, it's just smaller. So that was good. My ears are taking a little break in the bag right now because I'm getting that little pinch behind my ears that you get sometimes when you wear Mickey ears. And we are heading up front to like Hollywoodland because there is a show. It is a Mickey's Trick or Treat show in the theater. So we're gonna go sit and digest our food before we get on another ride. Nobody warned us that there's no seats in this theater and you sit on the floor. So now I'm like, okay, is this like made for kids only or something? I mean, I know there's kids in here, but this was a whole bunch of adults in here that, like, we didn't know. And I'm like, okay, well, this is why they kept us outside for so long and just let us in the theater. But it's gonna be great. So, my foot's asleep from sitting on the ground. And they were screaming, I want candy the whole time. And we didn't think we were actually gonna get any candy. I'm like, they better have a candy bowl on the way out. Yes, there was a candy bowl on the way out. So, I guess the foot being asleep, it'll wake back up. All right, so now we have 2 lightning lanes. Goofy's Sky School has opened back up, so we're gonna go ride that, and then we're gonna go ride Toy Story Mania. And fingers crossed at some point Incredicoaster will open back up because we have an anytime lightning lane for that one. And then I think we are gonna hop over to Disneyland for a little bit. Okay, I think I'm getting a little feeling back in my foot, still a little bit numb, but this is gonna help. I don't know what it is about Disney popcorn, but this is the best popcorn in the world. It's so good. Wait times are crazy. This is a very busy day. We have a anytime lightning lane for Goofy Sky School. Did it just close again? Seriously?
Toy Story Mania it is.
Oh my God.
But we have the...
We've literally tried to ride this twice, and as soon as we get up to the front, closed. This has been the craziest day. Okay, so 4 rides now have gone down during our lightning lane window. So we currently have 4, count them, 4 anytime experiences that we can use, and we can book another lightning lane. So that's a good thing and a bad thing. So it's good in the fact that we have these anytime experiences that we can use on not every ride, but a lot of rides. But Incredicoaster is one I really wanted to ride, and Toy Story Mania is one I really wanted to ride. So Goofy Sky School, whatever. And then we had Roger Rabbit spin over at Disneyland, and it literally just went down too. So we were sitting here waiting to check into Toy Story Mania. It went down. Roger Rabbit went down.
We can do Matterhorn.
No Matterhorn. Maybe Matterhorn. We'll see. We're figuring it out now. But no, we can't use any of them for Indiana Jones. We can't use them for Space Mountain. We can't use them for Guardians, which we've already used Guardians today. So anyway, now we're gonna sit here and figure out a game plan on what the heck we're gonna ride, because it is so busy right now. Both parks are busy, the wait times are long, especially DCA, the wait times are really long here because several rides are down. Web Slingers has been up and down. Ooh, can we use one for Web Slingers?
No.
Dang it. All right, we're gonna figure this out. We are exiting Disney California Adventure, and Oswald is right here at the entrance. So this is a character that you can only meet here. We have to stop and meet him, of course. So Oswald is one of those Disney characters that a lot of people don't know about, and we just explained to Sarah who Oswald is. So just curious, leave a comment down below if you don't know who Oswald the Lucky Rabbit is, and we'll tell you the story. We are park hopping right now, and you know what's so cool? You see right behind me? There's Disney California Adventure, and there's Disneyland Park. They're literally across the street from each other. Not even a street, they're across a walkway from each other. So now we're gonna go into Disneyland, and we have a lightning lane booked. Now, so Maddie is in charge of our lightning lanes for today, so I don't have to do it. But I thought I was a Disney nerd until I met Maddie, and she's got me beat. So we're letting her plan our Disneyland trip. We are walking down Main Street, USA in Disneyland, heading to Toontown right now. But let me just say, I have done Walt Disney World during the Halloween season many times. This is my first time to be in Disneyland in October, and there's so much more between these two parks that's included for everybody at no extra cost. So yes, there is the Oogie Boogie Bash that you can go to, and that is an extra cost. But the little trick-or-treat show we went to, there's so many more decorations in both parks. There is a parade, and there is fireworks that are Halloween-themed fireworks that are here in Disneyland Park that everybody can watch. So it's not during the Oogie Boogie Bash like the Mickey's Not So Scary Halloween party is, and that's the only people that get to see the fireworks. Everybody gets to see them. So I think that is awesome. So if you're trying to decide if you should do Disney World or Disneyland for Halloween, come to Disneyland. This is, in my opinion, the better Halloween experience. Both are great, but you're gonna get more of the Halloween vibe here. So I lied. We do have a lightning lane for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, but we're gonna use one of our anytime rides for Buzz Lightyear. So we're gonna go do that real quick and then head back to Toontown. And then hopefully, maybe Roger Rabbit will come back up and we can actually ride that one, which is one of our anytime rides. Okay, it looks like we all hit a L3, so it's not bad, but not great. No galactic heroes here, but that's just a fun ride. Didn't get to ride Toy Story Mania. Fingers crossed that one will come back up and we can go back and ride it this afternoon because I do like that one better, but still a fun ride. The villains are out right now over here by the Matterhorn. Captain Hook, then Cruella de Vil, and Maleficent. I love random, like, roaming characters. Now, Maleficent has a line for a meet and greet, but the other two are just, like, roaming around. That's cool. So we were just chatting, and we think that 3 days with Park Hopper is kind of like the sweet spot here at Disneyland. Because you can hit one park hard one day, hit the other park hard the next day, and then on day 3 you can just kind of bounce, and of course you're going to bounce every day, but you can kind of hit everything you missed. So we have 3 days Park Hopper, and that's kind of like our game plan, is that we're going to try and hit everything that we want to hit, like to do everything in 3 days. Is it possible? Yes, but this is a very busy weekend, so I'm not sure if it's going to happen, especially with as many rides have gone down and things like that. But, and then, you know, sometimes you'll ride your favorites twice. So, anyway, that's just our 2 cents. Perfection. So, as we got into Toontown, we have our scheduled lightning lane for Mickey's Runaway Railway, and then we have an anytime for Roger Rabbit. So we're going to hit both of these and see how long the wait to meet Mickey is, because that would be awesome to meet Mickey in Toontown. Yes. So if you're going to get Multipass here in Disneyland, make the best use of it. As soon as you check into a ride, book another one. Book one as soon as you can for a nearby ride if possible. It's a little challenge whenever it gets real busy, but we've been kind of able to stack these lightning lanes because the rides keep breaking down. So we're getting lots of rides done, sort of, if that makes any sense. We've only done standby once today, maybe? Other than that, everything's been lightning lane. You just have to have patience and be persistent with it.
Oh, hiya, folks. Want to take a ride on the train?
That's a fun ride. So that is the identical ride that's in Hollywood Studios at Disney World. So fun. You know, Mickey finally got his own ride and they did him justice. That's a good one. So we are now walking literally next door to the Roger Rabbit ride to use a lightning lane for that one too. And while we were in line for Mickey and Minnie's, we were able to snag a Big Thunder Mountain lightning lane for about 10 minutes. And our virtual queue for Haunted Mansion should be called anytime now. So that is 4 rides stacked in an hour and a half. That's pretty awesome.
Danger, danger, warning, warning.
Uh-oh. Toontown is such a cute area. We did not get a chance to meet Minnie or Mickey because their wait times were pretty long, but also because we have a lightning lane right now at Big Thunder. So we're gonna head over to Frontierland and ride that. So Roger Rabbit's one of those that all of these young kids are gonna have no clue about that movie. I was raised in the 80s, so that was like one of the coolest movies back then because it was a combination of live action and cartoon, and I absolutely loved it. So I recognize every bit of that ride, and it's very cool because it brings back childhood memories. But yeah, Sarah had a good point that Jessica Rabbit had a lot of clothes on in that ride, way more than she had on in the movie. Oh yeah, row 15. It's the wildest ride in the wilderness. Here we go. Don't put your arms up or you're gonna fly into the person sitting next to you. What is that?
This is the Pumpkin King cold brew. It's pumpkin creme brulee flavored, so we'll see.
Okay, let us know.
Ooh, it's actually very good.
See, now I wish I would have gotten it.
It's not super sweet, but if you're a sweet coffee drinker, probably not.
coffee round 2 for the day. So the one this morning was super, super bitter. This one, this is at the Royal Street Veranda. And this is Joffrey, so I know it should be better than what I had earlier. Yep, that's a good cold brew coffee. So I add Splenda, a little bit of creamer. They don't have almond milk here besides, so I just went with straight creamer. Coffee, caffeine, because it's getting late and we need some go-go juice. What's in the bag? Mickey beignets. That's good. Okay, bye, I'm gonna eat now. So we came over to New Orleans Square to have beignets and coffee while we waited for our boarding group on Haunted Mansion to be called, and it's been called, so it's that time. So this is the Halloween/Nightmare Before Christmas overlay or holiday overlay on Haunted Mansion. So it's different than the regular Haunted Mansion, that's why there's a virtual queue for it. But we've been called, so it's time to go. I am not even a Nightmare Before Christmas fan, and that was awesome. That was just so good. The theming is incredible. Haunted Mansion is a great ride as it is, but with this holiday overlay, it's like a totally different ride. And I just love the immersion. I mean, those props are huge. It's really cool. I'm glad we got to do that. It is officially dark in Disneyland, my favorite time of day when it gets dark and all the cool lights come on. We are headed to Matterhorn right now because we have a lightning lane from Matterhorn. Now the Incredicoaster is back up and we have an anytime for Incredicoaster, so we're gonna hop to DCA, ride Incredicoaster, and then figure it out from there. So we've got 2 roller coasters back to back, and I'm gonna run into balloons as I walk. And this, my friends, is the difference between Disney World and Disneyland. That group of people over there, it is 6:45. 6:45. The fireworks start at 9:30, so we're talking almost 3 hours from now. They have blankets laid down. They have staked their spot for 3 hours from now, so they've got the prime spot for the fireworks. Wow. I don't think I could ever sit there that long. I would be bored. My butt would fall asleep. We will watch the fireworks, but not from there. I have never laughed and screamed so hard on a ride in combination in all of my life. And this may be too much information, but make sure if you got a full bladder, go pee before the ride. Just saying. Just saying, you know. I'm sorry, but this never gets old. Disneyland Park, California Adventure, right there. So we are hopping back into California Adventure to ride Incredicoaster, and I think we're gonna be out of Lightning Lane. Oh no, we got one for Ariel, Little Mermaid too. So Incredicoaster, Little Mermaid, then maybe some dinner, because Mickey beignets are not dinner. We need actual food, not sugar. And yeah, so that's our plan for the next couple hours anyway. Remember how I said earlier how Disneyland and Disney California Adventure are greatly decorated for Halloween and you can enjoy it whether you're at a party or not? Well, look at this at DCA. The decorations here are just spectacular. We've got trees covered in purple lights all around us, and look at this. So beautiful at night. I love when all the lights come on, and Pixar Pier's got a ton of lights over there. The bad thing is though, Incredicoaster's gone down again. Really? It was down all day. It came back up for like an hour. We beeline it over here to DCA. As soon as we get through and are heading this way, it's down. So we're gonna go get something to eat, and then hopefully it will open back up. We've got a Lightning Lane for Little Mermaid in a bit, and then we're just gonna play the rest of the night by ear. Maybe third time's the charm on Goofy Sky School. Let's see. If you have a fear of heights, do not ride that at night. Maybe don't ride it ever. There's this one part where you're going around the edge and you literally think you're gonna go flying off the edge into the rest of the park. Yeah, that was scary. Incredicoaster is back up and running. We are beelining it over there right now. And fingers crossed it won't close again. This is a fun ride. That ride is so much fun. It's long, it's a wooden coaster. You've got this awesome launch. That is so much fun. I could ride that over and over, but there's an 85-minute wait other than Lightning Lane. So we are in Cars Land, obviously. Because Cars Land at night is completely awesome. This is one of those lands that you have to come to during the day and then you have to come back at night because it's completely different at night. And we have done a mobile order at Flo's V8 Cafe. So we're gonna enjoy the sights for a little bit, then pop in and get our food for dinner. Here's my tiny burger. Well, we are closing it out here in Cars Land tonight, and that is gonna be a wrap for our day. Mostly at Disney's California Adventure, a little bit into Disneyland. But what a fun day. We had a great time. It's super busy, but we made the best of it. You just kind of do what you can do, go with the flow, and have fun. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button and the notification bell, and we'll see you on the next adventure.